Update 51 has finally arrived to BTD6, introducing the brand new Bomb Paragon. However, that's not actually what I'm going to showcase today, as I'd like to check out the new beginner map 3 Mines Around, which is a recreation of the BTD5 map 3 times around, where basically balloons come out, do 3 loops in the middle, and then exit. But the special part of the BTD6 rendition is all of these gemstones around the map, which act as an investment where you put money in initially, wait some time, and earn a lot more after that. Now, the crazy part about this mechanic is it works in CHIMPS mode, which is why ever since update 51.0 was released, there has been tons of people completing the Supermines 2 TC with affording the Supermines through the gemstone mining. However, I'm less interested in the Supermines 2 TC, as that would simply be too easy for me. I'd rather step it up a level and see if you can 2 tower chimps with the Legend of the Night. So without further ado, let's hop right into it. And also, if you guys have been enjoying the content, go to the shop real quick, put in creator support code MAHALIKPOPS, it helps me out a ton. Alright, so if the goal is to get a Legend of the Night 2 TC on this map, which sounds absurd, we've got to do some math here. How much does a Legend of the Night actually cost in its full capacity with the top cross path, because that's normally the preferred one? And it looks like we went from 1 million down to 742,000, which means this upgrade costs 257k. Now, normally in a game of chimps, you make a total of $178,000, right? But we can increase that amount with removing the mines, which is why this might be possible. But how much do you actually increase it by? Let's math this out. You get an extra 435 from this one, then an extra 1600 from you, extra 5k, another 12k, then 22, and lastly an extra 60k. Which means in total there's a bonus $101,000 up for grabs, but it's only if you can remove every single mines pile within the 100 rounds. Which leaves me with some bad news. The other tower in your 2TC, you can only spend a total of 23k or less on it. If you spend more than that, the Legend of the Night's automatically out of the budget. So now we've got to get into the lab. What tower or hero is best to pair? I think Sada would be an obvious answer, but Sada is sadly banned from the 2TC index, so you can't even use her. And the only other heroes you can start with in Chimps is Azili and Quincy. Now, Quincy might have some merit to him, I think. Azili maybe as well, but I feel like you'd run into early game issues with Azili. So we'll run with Quincy for our first attempt here. I can also obviously test out towers and spending less than 20k on a tower, but I feel like I'm just not going to get the value out of that. No upgrades come to mind initially. All right, let's run this thing. We'll start with Quincy. Probably right around here is fine. So I'm not entirely sure when the best timing to get Super Monkey down and all of that stuff will come. We'll probably just figure out as we play along, is my guess. We definitely want to get at removing these mines as early as possible. That's the first thing. So I'll start you now. And another thing I possibly need to worry about here is the fact that Quincy I don't think can pop lead balloons in time. Or maybe you can if you like put leveling into him, but I'll have to spend money. Because there's no way I'm going to get a Plasma Super Monkey by round 28, right? And then I do need to be smart about Quincy's ability timings as well. I think I'll use one on round 15 here because I'll most likely need it. In round 16... is actually looking somewhat difficult. Put you on first. Do we leak? Oh, snipes. I think we're fine. Nice. All right, we can remove that though, so we can start working on the other one, which actually might be a mistake. I'm dying here. And what level is it that Quincy pops leads? Level 7. I think I've got to delay this removal, unfortunately. Let's get a Super Monkey down. I'm hoping with placing that Super Monkey, I still will have enough cash for the exploding arrows. If I don't, then I don't think this 2TC is possible. Because I'm pretty sure I would not be able to defend this long with just Quincy alone. I need the Super Monkey. We'll get some leveling at the end of this round, plus some extra cash. And the dream's still alive by $6. Oh my gosh, that is crazy to think about. Now with this setup though, I feel like we can probably save up for the 3k removal. That's the next plan. Okay, I wasn't paying attention unfortunately, so we're gonna start this removal 1 round late. I don't think that's gonna make any difference of whether or not this 2TC is possible, but I guess we'll see. So far, everything appears to be working defensively though. I might have to use a Quincy ability this round. Well, maybe not. No, we're fine. This duo is holding its own. I think the most challenging part of this 2TC is going to come in affording this 100k removal while still getting Dark Champion in time. Because I'll probably have to buy this before I get Dark Champion, which will just be really difficult to defend without a Dark Champion, if that makes sense. Alright, round 39 is looking tough though. I might need to buy Laser Blast this round. Well, Quincy ability? Let's see. That handle or no? Nope. I'm fine buying Laser Blast because we can still afford this right away once we get the mine income. It's not going to delay anything important. That extra Pierce will be helpful. And how do we look against this Moab? We should be good. Super Monkey does a lot of Moab class damage. And it looks like we are fine. All right, after this round concludes, we'll be able to transition to the next mine removal. Let's think about the timings of things real quick though. So if I start you now in round 45, this will be done in 55. And then ideally we start this one right away, it'll be done 65. Done on 75. Okay, so we technically still have time to hit all of the mine removals on our current pacing, which is good thing to keep mind of. Ooh, round 47 though, I'm starting to struggle bad. We will get Plasma Blasts on you. And hopefully that's enough. We can use Quincy ability here as well to help me out a little bit. Yeah, we're fine. I mean, I can probably just afford upgrade Scout all the way to 203 Dark Knight. The only reason I'm a little bit stingy on the money. Oh, I'm gonna need more defense this round. Quincy can't defend. Let's get Ultra Vision. But the only reason I'm a little bit stingy on the money is I need to make sure I can afford this mine removal right when this guy's done working on this one. So yeah, the timing of things just has to work out. Oh, we're still dead. I think I just gotta buy Dark Knight here. As unfortunate as it is, which means maybe it would have been smart not to go all the way to Plasma Blast yet. I'm not sure. I still think even with buying Dark Knight, I can probably afford it in time though. I'm hoping. Soon we'll have level 10 Quincy on top of that, which is going to 100% be a necessity for the round 63 rushes. Now, where do I actually want to move our Dark Knight to is another question. We'll just have him in this location for now. This is still most likely not the best location, but the nice part about this spot is I can move it to tons of different decent locations if I need to, you know what I'm saying? All right, after this round concludes, we start removal of the next mine. Come on. There we go. Onto it. All right, we have reached the BFB. How do we look here? Let's see. Currently, we defended it pretty easily. That's good. I think round 62 could honestly be a challenging one for me though. And also round 61. Well, maybe I don't want to use... Okay, we died anyways. I need to be smart about my ability usage though. I'm actually going to move Super Monkey here, which might seem like a weird location, but let me cook. But the reason I'm a little bit worried about round 62 is it's all purple balloons, so our Super Monkey is going to be constantly blocked. But this Super Monkey location should be better for cleanup, is my thought. Does this defend or no? Oh? Maybe. Oh, why is Quincy on strong targeting? That's actually a problem. Keep him on first and try that one more time. Okay, I think we're good. And we beat this round without any abilities used, so we have them available for 62. Put you on last. Yeah, you can see some purples are still sneaking through Quincy's shots. Well, he's actually hitting most of them though. Let's go Quincy ability now. I think we're fine. Maybe put him on first now? Yes, we're okay. That wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. The only annoying part is I don't have Quincy ability available at the start of 63, which might be a problem. Let's retry for 62 and see if I can beat this round without using a Quincy ability. Possibly, maybe, sorta. I think we're fine. Yeah, a little bit of Quincy targeting, we did it. Okay, round 63. We used Quincy ability on the first wave. I think I'm still dead against this wave. My thought was if we can defend the first wave entirely, we can use Quincy arrows against the next two. But I don't know if we can defend the first wave entirely. Maybe if I move you back to here. Wait a second. I think we defended the first wave entirely. Okay. We gotta be smart about this Quincy arrow timing now. Now. Come on. Yes. What a clutch play, dude. That was my plan all along in my head, but I didn't know if it was gonna work in practice. That was really exciting though that it worked. Okay. One of the hardest rounds taken down for this 2TC. I still have my doubts though. 100% still have a lot of doubts about this. We just got that removal though. Come on, let's start the next. Okay, round 70 is another somewhat difficult one with a ton of balloons. We use Quincy level 3 ability. Do I need Quincy Storm of Arrows? Or am I handling? It looks like I'm fine actually, okay. All right, 3 more rounds till I can remove this guy and start working on the big mine pile. That's where things are gonna get difficult because I'll be stuck without Dark Champion for a long time after that. And I feel like we won't be able to save up 60k. And I might be saying, Ryan, why don't you just go for Dark Champion after you remove this mine? Which I could do that, but the problem is, by the point at which I can afford the 100k removal after that play, I wouldn't be able to wait the 20 rounds and get Legend of the Night after all of that, you know what I'm saying? The timing just wouldn't work out in my favor. So I need to delay my Dark Champion purchase for a very long time. All right, round 75 is here though. And I'm, what, 4k away, so I can't actually afford it right away. I thought I'd be able to, huh. I still need to defend this round on top of that, which is easier said than done. And round 76 has all of those ceramics you need to worry about. So we need to ideally have Quincy Storm of Arrows available after this round concludes. Oh, that's going to be really challenging. I am completely dead the first attempt. I think we got to use the Storm of Arrows early and somehow get it back off cooldown. Let's use it now. That was pretty bad timing, and I think I'm still dead. Man, if I'm already struggling around 75 without a Dark Champion, how am I going to make it to another like 20 plus rounds before I would actually be able to get it up? I don't know. But yeah, I'm not able to beat this round without using the Storm of Arrows like super late, I'm pretty sure. We can try it this time. Maybe we can save Quincy level 3 ability, and that'll work. Arrows now. And I might still die against that. No, I think I'm fine. Yeah, we're okay. But, like, I'm completely dead here. There's nothing I can do. Well, then, I think that's the end of this attempt. We can buy Dark Champion just as a proof of concept here. Obviously, this is going to be able to defend. But the issue is now I'm 60k away from affording this removal. So by the time I afford it, it's just going to be too late to wait 20 rounds, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, back to the drawing books. Now, the next combination I tested was the T-Rex, the Middle Path Beast Handler, and the Legend of the Night. Now, in all honesty, I didn't actually have much faith in this 2-tower chimps, so I wasn't doing live commentary for this run, but I still didn't want to leave any stones unturned, so I did give it a solid attempt, and I actually was very surprised. So I'll take you through the run. First things first, we removed the initial mine pile, obviously, with just an Allosaurus Gyrofalcon defending the early game. Then we removed the second one in round 30. After that point, getting a Velociraptor up, which is really strong on this map due to the overlapping. I did need to get more camo detection though on round 37, so I ended up building an Ultravision Super Monkey, then working on the third pile, and getting Dark Knight shortly after that. On round 53, the third pile is finally finished mining, so we start on the fourth. Now you might see right now, our Dark Knight currently isn't cross-pathed. The reason behind that is I want to give myself options for the later game. Sometimes the middle cross-path Dark Knight can actually be more effective, but due to the lack of a Dark Knight cross-path, the camo leads on round 59 are running through. So I end up buying T-Rex finally, and look at this, guys. It's so satisfying. I just stomp right in the center of the circle, everything is gone. That T-Rex stomp is so strong, and it's going to be really helpful in the later rounds for this 2TC. Round 63 is really easy with this duo though. The T-Rex just chomps through every single ceramic wave, and then we start working on the next mine pile shortly after. Then taking us to round 76 where the Quincy combination failed, but with T-Rex, this round's easy as well. We don't even need to use the ability. And then around 78, we start the final removal in the bottom right-hand section. Round 78 has a big wave of camo ceramics, and there's no way my Dark Knight's gonna be able to handle all of that. Thankfully though, the T-Rex actually does have camo detection with the stomp, so that can one-shot literally the entire wave. And through many more rounds of tedious micro with my T-Rex, with teleporting my Dark Knight, targeting everything, we make it all the way until round 91, where I've got $40,000 on hand. So we're literally 20k away from affording this Dark Champion. And then once we get the Dark Champion, the rest of the run's free. We'll have Legend of Night shortly after. But here's the thing, round 91 is very difficult. There's a bunch of fortified ceramics, which are actually pretty challenging for our setup to defend. Dark Knight doesn't do great against balloons, and T-Rex actually takes a lot of chomps as well, due to it being low power. So I attempted this round over and over again, getting slightly better every time, spending upwards of an hour on it, until finally with some really good T-Rex stomp timings, and one at the very end of the round to help clean up, we do defend round 91. Here's the issue though, you know how I was talking about fortified ceramics being a problem? Round 92 has 50 fortified mobs off the start, creating tons of ceramics. And no matter how many times I tried, I couldn't even get close to defending the fortified mobs. I probably could perform a little bit better if I had the T-Rex stomp available at the very start of this round, but I still doubt I'd be able to defend round 92. So yes, this is another failed 2TC attempt, with us ending about 15k away from affording the Dark Champion. So still much closer than the Quincy attempt was, which takes us to the final attempt at the Legend of the Night 2TC. Alright guys, many failed attempts later, this might be the combination. The Mermonkey, yes, the Arctic Knight, is well within the price range we're looking at. And if you guys have used this upgrade before, you know how crazy it is and how it can like allow you to save up tons of cash, right? The only annoying part about this upgrade is the fact that normally you want to play on a map with a ton of walls to bounce off of. This map doesn't really achieve that, so the ability might not be very effective. But you do need to keep in mind, this map has an insane amount of overlap with the 3 times around. So maybe even without good bounces, we still could have really effective ability uses, is my thought. Either way, we're moving this mine early, and then we'll upgrade you probably to middle path next. I still don't even know about the cross path thing. If I want to get the top or bottom cross path, I think bottom cross path is normally preferred because it gives the ability either more pierce or a longer projectile lifespan. But I'll just wait on the cross path thing anyways. Okay, I think round 14, I'm gonna go down here, yeah. I need more defense for this round. I guess we can try getting the bottom cross path, Echo Sense Precision. Okay, that time I'd actually seek to them. Nice. So I think I'll be fine here. As long as I can defend the rest of this, okay, we're good. Okay, and we've officially removed the first set of mines, so I think we'll just buy a Riptide Champion now. We need this anyways to pop lead balloons in round 28. And with how much I was struggling against the balloons just to begin with, it's probably a necessity. Wait a second though. I may have just done a big mistake. I think there's purple balloons that come out before leads, and for purples, I need a Super Monkey because this guy can't pop purples. So I'm guessing I probably need to go for a Super Monkey first and then Riptide Champion after the Super Monkey. Also, he is completely missing everything. What if I do last targeting? Okay, last targeting helps out a good bit, yeah. Oh yeah, and he also can't pop white balloons. So we need to get Super Monkey and then Riptide Champion. That's the order. Restart. And now that means if I can beat round 17, which I should be able to, we can get Super Monkey down round to 18 and not buy Riptide Champion first. Which our Super Monkey placement probably doesn't matter that much. This will be a Dark Knight later, and we can just move him around anyways. But yeah, now we save up for Riptide Champion. And we should have more than enough money generated to afford this upgrade before round 28 hits. And then after that point, I think we can hit every single balloon type besides like some of the weird ones such as Camel Purples, which don't come out for a while, so we'll probably just get back to removing mines. Riptide Champion has been bought. Nice. Now I'm lucky this guy got balance changed a while back because beforehand he did not actually pop leads until Arctic Knight, so kinda nice that the third tier pops leads now. Alright, here we go. Round 32, we can start the removal of the second mine. One other nice part about this map for the Riptide Champion, which I didn't realize until now, is because of how just the map's nature, it kind of works perfectly with how the Riptide Champion projectiles bend. So they're really effective on this map. Oh wait, removing this might have been a problem. I can't afford Ultra Vision by literally $10. What is that? Oh man. If you cancel this, does it give you the money that you put into it? Well, it doesn't even let me cancel it. What's the point of this X if it does nothing? But no way I'm $10 off on that. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to redo this once again and not remove this mine yet. We have to get Ultra Vision on the Super Monkey, then remove it. Dang. Okay, surely this time we'll make it through the early game, you know what I'm saying? We got the Ultra Vision Super Monkey in here now, we got the Riptide Champion. I will start the removal of this after I pop a little bit of these balloons. There we go, nice. And we still have more than enough time to remove everything because this will end on 48, then 58, 68, 78. Oh, we actually don't have that much time remaining. If we do everything perfectly, the last one will end on 98. So we just need to stay locked in. How do we do against this Moab? We should be completely fine. Knockback Super Monkey actually deals pretty good damage. Let's see. Riptide Champion can clean up nicely with the projectiles. Yeah, we're good. Now, currently, a lot of the Super Monkey's projectiles are actually getting blocked because this guy freezes the balloons when he attacks them. The thing is, though, I don't want to cross-path my Super Monkey yet, and I'm not even sure about the cross-pathing for it. If I get the top path, we just automatically die against purple balloons. But the top path is technically more effective defensively and doesn't get blocked by frozen balloons. So normally, you'd want to get the top path. So what I'm currently thinking is maybe we just go for Dark Knight and don't cross-path the Dark Knight at all until after round 78 concludes, because after round 78, there's no purple balloons until round 95, so we get a nice little gap there. And I'm thinking we'll afford Dark Champion before round 95 anyways. So Dark Champion can obviously pop every single type of balloon. Either way, we've removed the next mine, so we'll start this one now. But yeah, if we don't cross-path the Dark Knight, I don't think there's a single type of balloon that can get through our setup. We'll have an answer for every single type. Camel Leads can get defended from my Riptide Champion. Camel Whites, Camel Zebras, Camel Purples can get defended from the Super Monkey. Round 49, how are we looking? I probably need to upgrade something soon. Yep, there we go. We do. Let's just go for the Dark Knight. I was thinking about whether or not I should go for the Dark Knight or Arctic Knight first. Both of them actually being knights, that's kind of funny. But Dark Knight should work out well. And that does give me the ability now to move this guy around. So if I need him for the cleanup, for example, we can move him here. If I need him to attack early, we can move him up here. There's just a lot of microing capabilities, which I like. All right, the next one has been removed, so we're gonna start on this top one now. Perfect. I could probably just upgrade this Arctic Knight right now. There's no reason not to. I think that increases the main attack's damage too. Doesn't only give you that ability, which is gonna be super helpful. Now, in the meantime that I've got this upgrade, let's see if the ability bounces at all, because sometimes these maps have barriers around the outside that you don't really see. I'm assuming it doesn't bounce. Oh no, it does bounce on the outside. Nice. Okay, so it's a little bit more effective than I initially thought. That's going to be really helpful. So most of the time, I'm thinking we'll want to target this like almost vertically, somewhere like this. So then bounces up and down a ton over the place where the loops overlap, right? That's just my thought. Oh, going for that ability, though, might have been a bad decision, because round 61... no, we're fine here. What am I worrying about? What am I worrying about, guys? We will need some good ability timings, I bet, for round 63, though. That round could be a problem for our setup. Oh, and round 62, actually, giving me issues. What if I move Dark Knight over here on last targeting? And we try to pop purple balloons to not block the Arctic Knight. I mean, it's kind of working. I think I need Dark Knight even higher. Like, up here, maybe. Yeah, this is working. Okay. We got a defensive setup to defend 62. Nice. Just took a little bit of attempts. Now, round 63 is an interesting one. We can't Arctic Knight ability every wave of ceramics, obviously. So we'll need to defend... Well, actually, wow. That defended it very easily. I'm surprised. Dude, Arctic Knight is kind of insane. Look at that. I honestly haven't used this upgrade enough to know its strength. I've just seen YouTube videos from like ISAB and other people on how ridiculous it is. I thought 63 would honestly give us some problems, but we defended it without even using the ability. All right, one more round and then we get this one removed. We can start on the 50k next. Come on. There we go. Let's go. So far, our defense has been handling everything very easily, which gives me a little bit of confidence in this 2TC. I think the deciding factor is pretty much going to come down to if the Dark Knight and Arctic Knight can defend until around like 94, I'm pretty sure. Because that's when I'll be able to afford Dark Champion with removing the final obstacle. Okay, we've made it all the way to 74. I think round 75 is going to be a somewhat difficult one. And I need to be careful in round 75 too with this ability, because I might need the Arctic Knight ability for the round 76 ceramics. Remember, that's how we lost on the Quincy Legend of the Night 2TC, because I had to use the Quincy Storm of Arrows on round 75, so then I died against round 76. Here we go, though. Let's see how we perform. I can obviously move Dark Knight around if I need to as well. Currently, we're looking pretty good. These Arctic Knight projectiles just appear to be destroying everything. Oh wait, I just accidentally used the ability. Don't take that, don't take that. I didn't even mean to use it. I meant to click the Dark Knight ability, and I guess I clicked the wrong number. All right, try this again. I'm gonna move you here. Does this defend? Or am I dead, Zoe? It probably can. Okay, I think we did here. We did it. Nice. How did we look against round 76? Yeah, it looks like without the ability, I would have been completely screwed. It's a good thing I kept the ability. Does this defend now? Oh wait, I mean, it might need to time it though, because it doesn't pop zebras. Ooh, I need to time it to when the Dark Knight's helping out. Okay. Let's try it like this. Now? Huh. That did not seem to work. I think the problem is the Dark Knight's getting slightly blocked by some of the frozen balloons. Yeah, it gets blocked by a couple frozen balloons and then I'm just doomed. But I can't crosspath the Dark Knight yet is the issue. Okay, what if we just let the Arctic Knights try to solo this round? I went to Discord to ask for some help and that's what they said. Let's see. It seems like it would be really dumb. Well, actually, what the heck? Arctic Knight is insane. It did work. We also did end up removing the next set of mines, so we need to save another about 2k and then can start on the 100k one. I thought we'd just be able to start on it right away, but I guess I'm wrong. As long as we can start on it before it's too late, we should be fine. And I think we can afford it here. Wait, we need to be careful this round though, too. I might die. Start it, yes. I'm dead, okay. All right, what if I put Dark Knight here early, just to get fast damage on these BFBs? And we can target him a little bit. We don't want to pop every BFB yet, which is good. We kept some of them remaining. Let's move Dark Knight back to a cleanup location now. Okay, are we handling? Looks like low-key. As long as Arctic Knight doesn't throw, I think I'm good. No! Oh my gosh, that was so close. If I was quicker with that teleport, I think we had it, dude. Okay, be ready. Now? I think we did. Okay, nice. And we can start the removal of you. Now, I'm assuming for this round it's probably similar theory to round 76, where it's best just to keep my Arctic Knight out of things to defend the balloons. Oh wait, I can't do that for the entire round though, because there's purple balloons here. So I need to keep the Arctic Knight up for the purples at least. Yeah, I think I've sabotaged myself. Move it back. Am I dead? Yeah, I'm dead. Okay. What if I try moving the Dark Knight all the way up? Let me cook. Come on. Up here, last. Please work. Pop the purples. Don't block the Arctic Knight at all. It almost worked. Until it didn't. Yeah, I'm still dead. It's sad because if we beat this round, we'd be able to get the top path on my Super Monkey, but I think we just needed the middle path, guys. We need that extra pierce against the purples. It's just how it is. And having the extra range is also nice too, because I can teleport this even higher up. Alright, last targeting. Let's see if this defends now. Oh yeah, look at the difference, guys. I mean, just look at it. Much easier than before. We can use this ability. And I think I'm fine. Teleport you down. Yeah, we're good. Okay. And we'll start the mine removal on round 79. Just in time, because if it takes 20 rounds to remove, we'll get on round 899. That money for Legend of the Night. Oh, wait a second. Round 79 is also giving problems. Okay. What if I bring it down here? And keep you on last targeting. How's this looking? I like last targeting for the Arctic Knight just to pop the rainbows early. And not have too many enter the Dark Knight's range. Yes, appears to be working out well. Okay. Oh, we gotta start this again. Don't forget. Don't forget to start that mining. That would have been really bad. But here we go, guys. Basically, if we can save up for Dark Champion with these two towers, we complete the Legend of the Night 2TC. That's what's going to come down to. The good thing for me is the Arctic Knight ability is going to become much stronger after round 80 passes. And the reason behind that is after round 80 passes, there's super ceramics, right? So every ceramic has more HP, but it no longer pops into 4 zebras. It pops into only 1 zebra, which means if I use my Arctic Knight ability, there's not going to be as many zebras my Dark Knight has to pop before the Arctic Knight can clean everything up. The synergy just should be stronger, is my thought. Let's try to get a look at it here on this round. I feel like that was pretty bad targeting of the ability, but you get the point. You can see there's a lot less zebras I have to deal with. And yeah, we defended. The only frustrating part still is the fact that my Dark Knight is constantly getting blocked by the frozen balloons. Dude, if I could have pulled off that top cross path, I feel like it would have been so much better. But it is what it is, you know what I'm saying? It's like not the end of the world or anything. Arctic Knight ability is so strong now, though. Alright, I'm gonna need to get a big ability off on this round. Let's use it now. I mean, look at how much damage it does, even on a map not like Cornfield. It's kind of ridiculous how good this tower is, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, one other thing I need to worry about too is DDTs actually. Because I'll need to beat round 90 and round 93 before I get Dark Champion up. And my Dark Champion can't damage DDTs, which means our Arctic Knight pretty much has to solo that DT layer. If I had the top crossbat Dark Knight, then Dark Knight could help me out there, but we've already established that I couldn't pull that off. Let's use your ability now. And just watch it go to town. That is very satisfying. Round 87 appeared to be pretty easy. I mean, all the other combinations I tried in this video that made this far were struggling a ton against these rounds. Like, the T-Rex and Dark Knight combination, it took me hours to get to round 92. But this one's not looking too bad. I'll keep it a buck. Okay, can we defend the rest of this without using the Arctic Knight ability? That's ideal. That way we have it at the start of 89 for the fortified Moabs. It looks like we can. Let's keep this on last for a bit, just to pop the fortified Moabs down. And we use Arctic Knight ability now. Yes. That might have been bad timing on the ability. I might die against these BFBs now. I feel like I'm going to. Be ready to teleport the Dark Knight if I need to. Oh, we're dead. Let's try using it early. Up, target like this. Okay, I think that was probably the best usage I've had so far, because we popped most of the BFBs, but not all of them. And it looks like we're probably going to stall this round long enough, too, to get the Arctic Knight ability back for 90, which was one of my concerns. I am happy with that. Let's see how we look against CTs without the Arctic Knight ability. Because these are the rounds I'm worried about the most, or some of them. Oh, I just don't have Echo Sense Network. But yeah, I can see the damage against CTs is very small. Let's use the ability now, before they come out. And it actually took them out faster than I anticipated. Okay. That wasn't too bad. Alright, round 91. This one could be tough, because I don't have the Arctic Knight ability off the start, obviously. We're going to target you to the back now. And use Arctic Knight ability right away, please. Okay. Just in time. Dude, look at it just kill the whole round. Like, is that not crazy? This is like a 10k tower. And it can do that. We're almost there to that Dark Champion now. Come on. Gotta be careful against these fortified Moabs, of course. I'm gonna use the Arctic Knight ability now. I probably should have targeted in a certain way, because I feel like that wasn't optimal directions to have it fly. But we still might be fine. At least against the fortified Moabs. Now we gotta defend these ZOMGs and keep the Arctic Knight ability available at the start of next round. Now. Teleport you down here. Okay. As long as the Dark Knight can hit these zebras, which it is, I might be fine here. Hopefully we stall this round long enough too to get the Arctic Knight ability back. I don't think the DDTs come out immediately though in 93. This is a good thing. Am I fine? Oh, we're okay. Okay, that was close. That was close. Round 93. Now, pop the DTs. That was actually really easy for it to pop the DTs. Okay, nice. And we're only 7k away, guys. Wait a second, I'm completely dead though. Maybe try a different targeting. Actually, wait a second. I think I can defend this round without a second Arctic Knight ability. We're looking pretty good here. If this handles, yes. Okay, not that many blimps remaining. Let's target you up a little bit. Help me for these BFBs. I think I'm okay here. I'd like to believe so. Last Moab. These ceramics are on their way out though. Target down here. Please. Oh my gosh, we did. Why you gotta give me a heart attack every round though, Dark Knight? I'm 5k away. 5k away. Let's use this ability now. That does an unbelievable amount of work. And look at, we've already made 3k from this round. Wait a second. We're gonna do this. We've gotta be able to do this. I just need to defend some of these ZOMGs and then get Dark Champion and the rest of this round's easy. Let's target you here. Now. Yes. Yes. Yes! Oh my gosh. I'm happy we finally have done this. Round 95 should get defended. The funny part is I would be so dead against this round if I did not have Dark Champion yet. Because there's no way I'm defending all of the DTs. And the purples and leads layered actually could give me problems as well. But now it should be incredibly easy. Dark Champion can pop every single balloon type. There you have it. And I'll make that 160k in 3 rounds, which should fund my Legend of the Night. With the couple rounds of income we're going to make here too. Let's use Arctic Knight ability. Make this round easy for me. Yeah, dude, Arctic Knight is just so broken. I don't know why this wasn't my first thought of like the tower to use. It should have been. I tested like Quincy and so many other things first. Just kind of wasted my time on them. There's a round 96 beaten. Round 97. And the BFBs should not be any problem for us. It looks like that is the case. One more round to defend, and then we get Legend of the Night, guys. Come on. Arctic Knight ability off the rip. This has over 1 million pops, by the way. Nicely done. Let's... Ooh, this round actually could be difficult. Wait a second. Wait a second. Round 98, Loki got hands. Let's use another Arctic Knight ability now. Nah, with the Arctic Knight ability, we are completely fine. That just does so much work. Let's go. Guys, come on. Legend of the Night inside of a 2-tower chimps. Is that not crazy enough? Like, that's ridiculous. Unfortunately, this is not the first completion of this 2TC. It's been done before. I'm like 6 hours late to the completion compared to the first person to do it, but it's still very exciting nonetheless. And I'm happy we've completed it. Oh man. Review map, 874k pops on you. 1.169 million on you. I hope you guys enjoyed, and make sure to subscribe because this is not the last time I'm going to view this map. I have tons of ideas for separate challenges on this map, and it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm back out. Peace, guys. Have a good one.